He's gone up to second with that,
I
Jesse.
know, I mean-
122,000. He was
he looked like he was finished
he
early.
was down to his bones, wasn't he, 2 hands ago?
Yeah.
And Cox is on the button here. Let's hope he picks up a nice couple of cards.
Yeah.
Chuck his 15,000 in with.
Cool.
Well, there's a call already, so there's a bit of value in there.
Pass.
Tell you, I know it's not a huge thing, but I feel
Uh,
like there's a Roland of old that would just decide he had to. You know. I know it's a crappy hand. Big blind for Kenny,
And no rest.
briefly flirting with the thought that a move could be on tap.
Check.
That ain't a bad flop for Albert and Mark, really.
Mark's got a couple ways to the straight and some ways to the nuts even.
Check.
The one with the worst hand's going to come out and bet. Sorry, he's in front.
I wonder who's the favorite
4,000.
percentage-wise here.
Cool.
He's going to get 2 calls, whatever happens.
It's pretty close between them. Was that 38? Yeah, Kenny's a marginal favorite.
Raise to 16,000 total.
That's aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, very aggressive.
Plus.
I guess she was asking a question. I guess these as well.
People just
Cool.
love to check where it's
Would you have trouble putting Mark on a hand here if you were Albert? I mean, it's almost like Mark's playing this like
Well,
a flush draw, isn't it?
Yeah, this is, I was just going to say, Jesse, what's horrible about this, he could be putting Mark on a bigger flush draw than him.
Right. He's actually not looking. He doesn't want. Oh no! Oh no! This is deceiving. That must be why Goodwin called the raise, because he knows it wouldn't look like
He's
it.
going to bet this fella and all that.
It's the nuts.
20,000.
I'm all in.
I knew he was going to
Nice
go
one.
all in.
Not this again.
I knew it.
Yeah. And that's why Mark did make that big call, because he knew it was going to be so hard to read this hand,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Mark's hoping and praying he's got 2 pair, this
Right.
fella.
So, or even 10 jack, even though it couldn't be 10 jack. King jack.
I like his style, this fella, though. There's no rush to his game. You know, he's thinking it out, taking his time.
Well, what would you do right now if you were caught in this spot? I mean,
Punch Mark right on the chin. You got to pass there.
well, you know what? He shows a lot to pass there, because he shows that he feels like he's still got a chance with 38,000.
I lost my car, passport, mobile phone, and computer. All separate.
The dog ate your passport, didn't it?
Yeah, how did you know? You're right, on Facebook. Yeah, I did it yesterday.
All in.
The dog ate your passport.
I turned around and he's got it in his mouth.
Plus.
All in from
But you
Cox
got stopped
under
at
the
airport
gun.
because your passport
That was
can't
another
be
one I
read.
got in
Automatic with 15,000.
And that's gone as well.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Plus.
Jeez.
Plus.
You got to drive and get one
Well,
without the car that you haven't got.
this is trouble
Chips you got.
as far as Ian's
Cool.
concerned.
2,000 chips.
Keston had like five. When it was 300, so Keston had like 530.
Which is good these days.
And the way things have been going so far tonight for Ian,
Online, the 8 you've hit.
you expect a couple 9s on this flop, really. You'd be surprised if he was still drawing live by the turn, that's for sure.
On the river.
What side do you play?
Yeah. Every side.
Everyone, yeah. Any of them stripped out.
Ace from Space. Actually, Damon's nickname is Spaceman.
Oh, dear.
Wow, that's the egg.
No good.
It's given Cox 2 8s to win with, but besides the aces, but all the rest are Damon's.
That is sick. Is it the straight?
Yes, it's straight. You're right.
And that's
Good luck, guys.
Coxie out first.
Speak to you later.
Unlucky, mate.
Yeah, I don't ever recall Ian being knocked out of one of these heats first. Just these things. All in, but Cox was short stacked. I don't know, making the straight on the river. You think back to those quads, really, that was a key hand for him.
Yeah, it was a massive hand, wasn't it?
It's never nice to go out of the tournament first, but some days, you know, you play better than others, and I probably wasn't at my best today. The cards didn't help in the situations again, but it's always great to be at the table with players like Mark and Roland and Richard and the other guys. You know, it was a good game. Wish I could have hung around longer.
The one and each time.
Back here in the action, we've lost one. 5 still playing in this heat of the PartyPoker.com European Open 4.
It ruins it for the big stacks, and they must get. Yeah, right.
He's gonna like these.
Cool. Plus. Plus.
Gonna like them, not adore them. A little limp in for Ionu. What kind of dog is that Kenny's got? Looks like a poodle.
Can't even see. It looks like a gorilla to me,
Oh,
Jesse.
maybe it's the oh. Well, you know how big the poodles are getting these days. I'm actually, for his sake, I'm glad it is a gorilla, not a poodle.
Yeah.
On.
Raise all in.
Well,
Huh. And this is he's moving on the limp here, so obviously he thinks that Ionu has been limping weak, right?
yeah, 9 times out of 10 you are, aren't you? You know, under the gun it's always
More.
80% of the time it's a small pair.
He's
You
trying
know,
to.
and the other times it's connectors.
Regardless, it's a nice move by Kenny. He's trying to increase his stack by 30-odd%.
Yeah, of course.
Got to look for these situations when you're as short as him, I guess. What do you fancy he might call? Well, he's
Not me. Couldn't get me to call this.
Cool.
a race.
Seven place.
And Kenny's in much better shape than he thought he was when he got called. 50-50 are thereabouts, but it is for Albert's tournament life. It's just a question of how the deck feels for you today.
Well,
Oh,
that's how it feels for you.
yeah, he hit the... You see the door card and your heart jumps, and then it sinks all...
Best you can hope for is runner straight here.
yeah.
Bonito.
What's it?
Yeah, drawn dead by the turn is Albert Kenny, and Ionu taking him out. He's just been under the cosh all night. I mean, when he got his, Ionu's taking him out, 4 are left.
I enjoy playing against them. They're all real nice lads, and they're all quality players as well. So expectations coming in weren't high, but once I played one over the table, I got really comfortable, and I thought I had a good chance as any of them.
Well, it ended up being sort of quick, these first 2 levels. 2 players exiting during the 2 and 4,000, and Goodwin with nearly half the chips here.
Yeah, he'll be feeling, you know, really pleased with this. He's got himself in a position where he can go on and win it, Jesse.
Roland's gone a bit quiet. I mean, he's gone a bit card dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jesse, he ain't had any cards at all, has he? To be fair to him, I think he's had ace-queen early. And that's it. This
Raise.
guy's raising again, like the machine.
You notice
Well,
Mark picked up the queens. He didn't even look to his left. He just looked at Roll and kind of, you know, God, what am I going to do to get this guy in the pot? Oh, that's...
uh-oh.
Well, that's...
He ain't got a lot of chips, Roland. That's how he wants to play this.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mark's made it 22,000, hasn't he? I mean, it's just too much. It's just, there's just nothing, is there?
No, it's just a cooler.
It is a setup.
That's just a cooler.
And the promised showdown between them may have fizzled out here.
Ask Mark how much he's going to pass over.
If,
One king's been passed Jesse. So
You might as well get it ready.
he's got a couple of kings and 3 aces.
You know you're going to
in the
lose, don't
deck.
you?
Your days are numbered, son.
You've got to hit the